Welcome all, Papa G here. Today I present a couple of hot sandwich recipes. Two classics as a matter of fact, a roast beef po' boy drenched in warm and savory gravy, and a deli favorite, a classic Reuben sandwich, with some pretty tasty rye bread, even if I do say so myself. Let's get started. We'll begin by making the rye bread spice by using some caraway seed, fennel seeds, and some coriander seeds. To get the maximum flavor, it's important to break or crush the seeds. You can use my preferred method of a mortar and pestle, or if you want, just put the seeds in a Ziploc bag, like this. Remove the air, and use something hard like a rolling pin or this kitchen tenderizer hammer, and gently pound away. We're not looking for a powder consistency. We just want to crack the seeds, allowing them to release their full flavor. Flip and pound the other side until all the seeds are broken. Set this aside as we work on our two bread recipes. For our roast beef sandwich, we'll mix some shredded mozzarella cheese, some grated Parmesan cheese, salt, garlic powder, a generous amount of onion powder, and one lightly beaten egg. Mix to combine. Be sure the egg is mixed in thoroughly. Set this aside and we'll mix together the bread ingredients for our Reuben sandwich. We'll be using the same ingredients just as we did with our previous sandwich, but we'll be substituting the onion powder with our rye spices we prepped earlier. Mix this together well. Line a 9 by 13 inch baking dish with parchment paper. Pour the bread mixture on the parchment. Now use your hands to press and stretch into a thin rectangular shape. Do the same for the Reuben bread mix. Place the bread in the middle of a preheated 350-degree oven. We want this to bake for at least 20 minutes. While the bread bakes, we'll go over the ingredients for our sandwiches. For our roast beef sandwich, you'll need 3 to 4 slices of provolone cheese and a half a pound of thinly sliced roast beef from the deli or grocer. For the Reuben, some thinly sliced deli corned beef, 3 to 4 slices of Swiss cheese, a half a cup of sauerkraut, and some of my low-carb Thousand Island dressing. Remove the bread from the oven, and to help cool a little quicker, we'll remove it from the baking dish and place on a rack to cool. While the bread cools and sets, we'll prep for the roast beef sandwich by mixing together some tarragon, rosemary, garlic powder, salt, ground black pepper, and some xanthan gum. Mix to combine and set aside. Add some unsalted butter to a saucepot on medium-high heat. Add 1 tablespoon of grated or finely chopped onion. Mix this together until the butter is melted. Add the spice mixture and stir and cook for about a minute or two. Pour in 1 cup of beef stock, and some heavy cream. Stir to mix. Now add a browning sauce and stir to combine. Reduce the heat to medium and add the sliced roast beef to the gravy pot. Stir and mix to coat. Now we're ready to construct the sandwiches. Place the bread on a baking sheet and add 6 tablespoons of Thousand Island dressing to the rye bread and spread it to coat. Evenly add the corned beef to one side of the bread. Top this with the sauerkraut. And finally the cheese. For the roast beef po' boy, add the beef evenly to one side of the onion bread. You'll notice we'll have plenty of gravy left for dipping. Top the beef evenly with the provolone cheese. Place the sandwiches back in the oven for 5 minutes to heat through and allow the cheese to melt. Transfer the remaining gravy to a bowl. Remove the sandwiches from the oven and transfer to a cutting surface. Fold the bread over the melted cheese. Do the same for the Reuben. Now cut it in half. Serve the roast beef with some extra gravy for dipping. Simply delicious. And as for the Reuben, my favorite, probably the best tasting low-carb Reuben you'll ever eat. There you have it, folks, my hot Reuben and roast beef po' boy sandwiches. 2 classic sandwiches that have more flavor than carbs. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.